Good evening, everyone, from Intera Gymnasium at Goshen High School. It's Westview Warrior basketball streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. Good evening, everyone. Jerry Hosteller with Jamie Miller as the Goshen Red Hawks and the Westview Warriors do battle here on the Goshen hardwood. Goshen coming off Goshen Red Hawks as they put three-pointers, but game a 9 by one of their players, Worthman. And here tonight, after that Tuesday night win over New Prairie, overall West to keep that going tonight here at Goshen High School. Tonight's game is brought to you by our game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and then the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor for this evening's game is J&R Solutions. Our halftime sponsor is Pizza Depot in Millersburg, and with a new location now open in Middlebury. This evening's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. By Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. By Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana on the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Stitchman Power Equipment on US 20 West between Shipshewana and Middlebury. Also, Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipsy Automotive just south of US 20 on State Road 5. LaGwana, your local creative services provider. Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. By Jerry's Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. And Southwind Flooring at 7300 North, 1000 West in Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHSAA Champions Network. And we'll be back with tonight's pregame show right after this word from our game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
And we're back. Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet with no throttling and no contracts. Call them at 574-349-7673. Westview and Goshen doing battle here tonight. Goshen at 7-13, Westview at 15-4. Both teams coming off victories earlier this week. Westview against Wawasee, and of course the aforementioned game with New Prairie right here on the Goshen hardwood for the Goshen Red Hawks, and that win where they really displayed some excellent three-point shooting.
Yeah, the Goshen team has had kind of a roller coaster season. They started out winning 4 out of their first 6 ball games, and then they went on a 9-game losing streak?
I believe so, yeah.
8-game losing streak. And in that losing streak, they lost one of their bigger players, physically their biggest player, but also scoring-wise, in Eldridge, Ryan Eldridge. And I think they've had to adjust to playing a little different style, and it's taken them a little while to get to that point. But, you know, some of their wins, their games recently, you know, they lost at Warsaw on January 20th by 20. That's probably the low point, even though Warsaw is a good team. But then at Mishawaka, who's having a great season, they only lost by 6. At Penn, they only lost by 3.
Right.
They beat Plymouth in overtime, which Westview beat handily. And then they lost here at home to Lakeland by 5. And we know how good Lakeland can be when they're on.
Right.
So that's the reason. And then a Wawasee team that we beat by 21 the other night, they beat by 11 at Wawasee. So I'd say that's pretty similar, being a team by 11 on the road compared to 20 at home.
Right.
And so, and then LaPorte is just really athletic and just kind of was a little too much for them in that regard. But then New Prairie, it always feels good. It doesn't matter who you play when you see the ball go through the basket. When you hit 14 threes, which I would think probably has got to be a school record.
It is. Yeah, I was talking to Brett Randall. I think he said they tied the record, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one guy hit 9, and we don't know their stats on the season and all that, but it's still, it gives a team confidence no matter who they're playing. New Prairie had only won 4 games on the year, but, you know, they're still out there playing hard and guarding you. And so to hit that many probably puts, combined with some of the close scores they've had recently, I think Goshen's going to be playing pretty well here tonight, and we're going to have to be ready right from the tip.
Well, both teams trying to gain momentum as we get closer and closer to postseason play coming up the week after next. Man, that's come around really quick this year, but Westview finishes up next week against Fremont and Concord. Fremont on the road, and then Concord at home, and Goshen goes to West Noble next Tuesday and then finishes up their regular season schedule with John Glenn. So we're winding down, and the sectional draw will be this Sunday. Looking forward to that. Westview, of course, we talked a little bit about this in the past, and maybe we don't want to get into it right now, but we've got to be the favorite or right up there in our sectional.
Yeah, I think I pulled some stats before our last game. Overall, in the computer rankings for the state of Indiana in 2A, Westview, before the Wawasee game, was ranked 16th. And in our sectional, the next closest one is Central Noble at 27 and Fremont at 36.
Wow, yeah.
So they're not way down the list, but they're not real close either. As far as pure sectional rankings, can't find them at the moment, but Westview is clearly the favorite going in.
Right.
But there's at least two, if not 3 teams that could beat us. Or at least put a scare into us.
Fremont, maybe?
Central Noble and Fremont for sure.
Right.
Cherubusco is steadily improving. They're only 5-13 on the year. But, you know, we haven't shown an ability this year, maybe except for the Wawasee game, to really put teams away.
That's true.
And just blow them out.
Right.
And so if you let a team that, and there's reasons for that, you know, it just, whether it's shot-making ability or ability to lock teams down, which we've done better lately. Mm-hmm. But, you know, funny things happen in sectionals. You get, especially when you have seniors, because seniors, they know it's their last.
Right.
And pressure can start to get to you if the game doesn't go like you might expect it would. And so much of it comes down to the draw. We've seen that plenty of times in the Westview.
True.
So many times over the years, this sectional has been one of the best in the state regarding ranked teams. There were times we had 3 teams ranked in the top 10 in our sectional.
Right. Yeah.
And it was the hardest part almost of the whole tournament. But,
a couple of years ago, I think, Prairie Heights and Busco, and we were up there.
Yeah. And then we drew Busco in the first round.
Right.
And it just, you know, that game didn't go well. So, but then last year, I got Eastside in the first round. We got some momentum going. And then fought our way through the second round, and then came out with our best performance against Central Noble, I thought, of the year.
Oh, yeah, it looked like we had put it all together in that game.
It really did.
I was hoping they'd spring us into the semi-state, get through the regional, and spring us right into the semi-state, but we kind of hit a buzzsaw when we got to North Judson.
Yeah, Gary 21st Century. But, you know, it's easy to look at Westview, how they ended last year, and say, oh, they had a great year. They were peaking at the right time. We lost our last 3 games before the Concord game.
That's true.
We lost to Wawasee, Goshen, and Fremont before we kind of pulled a mini upset at Concord, which almost never happens. And so that really is what's, you know, catapulted us through the sectional. So yeah, to your point earlier, these last few games can really set a tone and provide some confidence for a team that can always use it, even at 15-4. You want to know you can go on the road and beat a quality 4A school like tonight, and then a Concord team which is
still young, so that team could be around a while.
Well, I didn't want to hear that. But,
yeah, I know. That's always scary to hear.
But no, this is when, the coaches, all the work they've put into it from basically April when open gyms started to the summer program to off-season workouts. This is where you want to see the results of that. And is your team getting better, or are they stagnant? Are they going backwards? Do you have good team chemistry? Are the shots going to start falling for some shooters that have kind of been up and down all year? Well, you hope so.
Well, that's my biggest concern, I think, is our inconsistency, especially beyond the arc. We just haven't been able to get a consistent three-point game going at all. And, in the past we've seen like maybe one player get hot one game, but then somebody else pick them up the next game and have a good game. But this year we just haven't gotten that consistency beyond the arc, and that's one thing that really concerns me going into tournament time.
To the coach's credit, we looked at the three-pointers made. Early in the year it was 9, 9, 8, 7. They've realized our inconsistency, and now our focus has changed a little bit. And we're going to the basket and layups.
Yeah.
Get that first, then we'll hit the threes if they're there. So
that's really stood out in the last, I'd say, probably 4 or 5 games. Well, I guess since the start of the year. I mean, the start of the new year.
Really, since that series that we played Fairfield twice in a week.
Yeah,
I think.
Right.
I think one of those games we didn't hit a three at all, and if we'd have shot good at all, we'd have beat them one or both times.
Yeah, we had that game, that very unusual game where we had no threes. And, I mean, I don't know when the last time that's happened in Westview history. But
well, that combined with a renewed defensive focus and effort has really, propelled this 6-game winning streak. And, we'll see, is that legit? We kind of got lucky, frankly, to beat West Noble. Bank in a corner shot.
Right, exactly.
Second to go or whatever.
But I do like our extra pressure. It seems to be very effective with our presses. And it gave the offense confidence as well, kind of spread to them. So I really like our quickness and our defensive pressure that we've been implementing the last few games. So.
We do have a knack for that.
Yeah. So we're getting set for our national anthem here tonight. And then we'll have the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Some pregame announcements. Tonight's pregame show has been brought to you by J&R Solutions, providing unlimited high-speed internet, no throttling, and no contracts. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we have another high school that has a very fine pep band. They're set up down here in front of us, down below. And they'll be playing our national anthem tonight, which is always nice to hear. Goshen Pep Band with our national anthem here tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll go with the Warriors first, since we are the visitors tonight here at the Intera Gym at Goshen High School. Wade Springer, number 3, 5'11" senior, averaging 3.8 points per game, will be at a guard for Westview. Austin Slaybaugh at a guard as well, 6'1" freshman. Austin 5.7 point per game average. Luke Helmuth, who led us in scoring against YYC on Tuesday night with 15. He's a 6'1 senior, number 33. Also, Wiley Minix, who scored 15 as well against YYC on Tuesday, 6'2 senior, averaging 9.5 points per game. And rounding out the lineup for the Warriors will be Wyatt Zepp, who had 10 against YYC, 10.2 point per game average. He rounds out the lineup for Westview. And now for the Goshen Red Hawks. And once again, of course, we're doing live audio tonight and delayed video. The video will be available soon after the basketball game is completed here tonight. Number 10 is Levi Zawoski, a 6'2 sophomore, averaging 13.9 points per game. In fact, he leads his team in that category. Number 22 is Braxton Klein, a 5'11 sophomore, averaging 5.2 points per game, and he is the team's assist leader. Number 23 is Merrill Weddle, a 6'6 senior, averaging 2.2 points per game. Number 24 is Gage Worthman, who we spoke of earlier, scoring 9 3-pointers on Tuesday evening. 6'4 senior, averaging 12.6 points per game. And rounding out the lineup for Michael Wolford will be Andre Williams, a 6'4 senior, number 32. Goshen is coached by Michael Wolford in his 8th year leading the Red Hawks. He's compiled an 83-100 record at Goshen.
Well, there's some serious size there, 6'6", 6'4", 6'4", and they're all seniors.
Yeah.
So it looks like the key tonight, a couple of keys. Guard the three-point line and block out. The one thing about, let's see, what, number 23 was it? Averaging 2 points a game?
Right, yeah, Weddle. 6'6", but he's only averaging 2 points. Wiley left open for just a second for that three, but didn't have enough time to shoot.
I'd like to see us wait just a little bit longer for that cutter coming through the middle when we get it in the corners.
Down on the baseline to Luke, right side.
Wyatt needs to cut over there a little harder when Luke's got the ball there in the corner.
Wyatt double teamed in the left corner. They'll work it back out front to Austin Slayball. He tries to drive the lane, and he's called for traveling. He was tied up there. Thought maybe they'd call a held ball, but instead, well, either way, it would have gone to Goshen. So Goshen inbounding underneath their own bucket, and Braxton Klein will bring it up for the Red Hawks.
You always hate to see a team come out and go zone.
Yeah.
Or I do. Right. Come on, get out there and play basketball.
Klein back out front now, top of the circle to Wortham, and he throws into thin air over there. A couple of guys were cutting different directions, and it went right between Weddle and also Zawoski. So Westview inbounding at the end of their own bench across the way. Minix in the corner, he'll get it to Zepp, then back out front, or come to Wade Springer. Bounce pass inside to Zepp. Good spin move on the baseline, but he's whistled for traveling. Kind of lost his balance in there. Westview starts out at the west basket here at Goshen High School. And Goshen will bring it back to the east side. Klein goes left side with it to Zawoski. Tries to drive on Austin Slayball. Good defense by Austin. Bounce pass inside the lane goes to Klein. Klein is covered up there. He'll get it to Worthman. Neither team has gotten a shot off, right?
Nope.
I didn't think I missed any. Shots of that one was a three-pointer by Zawoski, and he hits it from deep off the right side. So Goshen hits the board first here tonight. Now Zepp will take a three-pointer from the left side. No good, and the rebound's hauled down by Gage Worthman. Worthman wearing bright orange fluorescent shoes. Gets it out front to Klein. Klein drives and dishes it off to Weddle, and he puts it off the glass and good. So Goshen out to a quick 5-zip lead, and Coach Pribble wants to talk things over with his Warriors. 5:42 to go in the first quarter. Goshen 5, Westview 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
We're back at Goshen. Both teams popping out of their huddle now as Westview will bring it up court. Austin Slaybaugh takes it across the 10-second stripe, goes left side with it to Luke Helmuth. They'll swing it around to Wiley Minix on the right side.
Well, just passing it around is not going to do much. We've got to have some penetration. Wyatt's got to take that up. I mean, you make the move and you stop right there in the lane. You got to shoot that.
Zepp tried to make the move down the baseline. Pass was intercepted then as he tried to get it out of trouble. Back the other way, and Zawadzki in the lane puts it up and good. So Goshen's built a 7-0 lead in the early going here.
Yeah, and all off of Westview turnovers pretty much.
Right.
We got 3 turnovers already and like 1 shot.
3 minutes gone already here in the first quarter. Zepp left side in the corner, gets it out front. Another interception, this time by Andre Williams, and he'll take it coast to coast and put it up and good.
Well, if we're just going to hand him the ball game, we might as well just call it right now. I mean, goodness sakes, these are seniors making passes like that. You don't make in junior high. Come on.
Yeah, we don't seem to.
We're a little flustered by this zone.
Exactly.
What in the world?
Third straight interception by Goshen. Zawadzki has it. Underneath it'll go to Klein. Klein gets it underneath. Shot is missed by Williams, but he's fouled, and they'll have a couple of free throws.
I can't even keep up with the turnovers. They're coming so fast.
That's
That's 5 turnovers so far for Westview in 3.5 minutes.
Wasn't that in succession, too? Or
yes, it was pretty much a repeat.
5 in a row.
It was like Groundhog Day, coming down 3 straight trips. Dribble to the baseline, turn, and throw it to the middle.
So Williams misses his free throw. He'll get one more. Grau coming in, Zepp coming out for Westview. 9-0 Goshen. 4:25 to go first quarter.
Well, any momentum we had from Wawasee seems to be in hiding so far. But, yeah, long way to go. And the thing is, you've given them a 10-0 lead to start.
Right, as Williams hits that free throw. Luke Helmuth brings it up. He'll give it to Austin Slaybaugh. Goes right side of Minix. Back to Austin, now left side to Luke. Austin, top of the circle, dishes it inside to Springer. Wide open, Grau for 3, and he hits. So Grau comes right in and hits a 3 off the right side for Westview.
Well, he's starting to turn into the super sub. He
no
really
kidding.
comes in and sparks us.
Super sub. Driving is Williams, gives it off right side to Weddle in the corner, looking for help, and he gets it to Zawadzki right side on the wing. Tries to drive on Slaybaugh, does, banks it off the glass too hard, but the offensive rebound, a putback's no good by Klein, but he's fouled.
And Goshen's got a couple of good little sophomore guards out there, and they're having their way right now with moves, and we're doing a decent job defensively. We just, the stuff they've scored off has been off our turnovers.
Right.
So we can't set our defense very well.
Klein, one of those sophomore guards, hits his free throw. First point of the game for Klein. He's a 64% free throw shooter. Out of the game is Andre Williams for Goshen. Second shot is up and good by Klein, so he hits them both. Checking in for Goshen is Carter Markham for the first time tonight, number 21, another sophomore, 6'1". Camden Yoder in for Westview. Minix, right side, pulls it out front to Wade Springer. Quickly left side to Camden Yoder. Goshen staying in that zone. I guess why wouldn't they? But now Minix hits a 3, so that might change
Loosen
their
things
mind.
up. Yep. Westview now 2 for 3 from 3.
12-6. Goshen has Westview doubled up, but we're starting to warm up a little bit from the field. At least we're getting shots off.
Yeah, we're
They're going
getting
in.
shots off.
Yeah. Worthman feeds it inside. Shots up and good on the runner by Zawadzki. 14-6 now. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Minix works it out to Wade Springer now all the way down into the corner. They'll get it into Grau now. Camden Yoder, Minix left side to Wade Springer. Camden left wide open on a long cross-court pass, but he can't get it to fall. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Grau and Luke Helmuth, so it'll be Goshen ball underneath the Westview basket.
Well, we got a good open shot that time. Good look. I like this by Coach to pick up full court. I think this is going to. The other night we were having a really good game, just running and playing.
Yeah, I think that keeps you in the ball game when you're busy like that, you know.
Yep, I agree.
Both ends of the court. Klein gets it inside. He'll drive, get it to Zawadzki. His shot's up, no good. Grabbed by Grau, and he comes up in a hurry. Tries to drive it toward the basket, but has his pocket picked by Braxton Klein, and he'll take it and drop it in. Zawadzki on the pass to Zawadzki. He puts it in. Owen Brill and Austin Slaybaugh getting set to check back into the ballgame for Westview, along with Andre Williams for Goshen. Camden Yoder will swing it back out front from the right side, and he'll give it to Minix. At the free throw line, Luke Helmuth with a jumper off the mark, no good, and the rebound yanked down by Markham of Goshen. Minute 25 seconds to go, first quarter. In the corner, left wide open, Weddle, and he hits a three.
Unbelievable.
5 points for Weddle on a 2.2 point per game average coming in.
Has he got a career high already?
Probably. Now Luke answers with a three. So Westview with all its points from 3-point range, 19-9. Inside a minute to go now in the quarter. Zawadzki penetrates. He'll get in at Markham. This little floater is no good from the left side. Luke Helmuth gets it to Wiley Minix. Minix to Grau, right side. Back to Minix with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Bounce passes it to Luke, down to Camden. Back out front, it'll come to Luke. Like we'll be content to take the last shot if we can of this first quarter.
Yeah, the way we've been playing against this zone, I think we just need to get a good shot.
Ball knocked away from Wiley as he took it down the lane and stolen again by Goshen. Braxton Klein walks it up for the Redhawks, and now they'll try to take the last shot. Zawadzki works against Wade Springer. In the lane, puts it up, in and out, no good. Put back is up, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Boy, got lucky there that none of those bunnies went in. So we played 8 minutes, and our score, Goshen 19, Westview 9. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Host your next conference or retreat in the heart of Amish country at the Farmstead Inn and Conference Center in Shipshewana. Our beautiful Amish-inspired inn is within walking distance to downtown shopping, theater, and delicious food. The perfect setting for any event. Located across from the famous Shipshewana auction, where every Wednesday at 9 a.m. you can find deals on furniture, antiques, primitives, art, glassware, tools, architectural salvage, and so much more. Plan the perfect getaway. Visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Austin. And we're back. 8 minutes on the clock here as we begin the second quarter. Goshen will inbound, and they're leading by 10, 19-9.
Westview 3 for 5 that quarter from 3. Goshen 2 for 2 from 3. Westview 7 turnovers. Goshen 1. We're on pace for 28 turnovers.
Right. That's got to stop.
Yeah, and Goshen, they're penetrating into the lane. We're stopping it, but then they're cutting back door, and they're getting us every time.
Now Luke intercepts a pass intended inside. And he drives the length, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled, so Helmuth will have a 2-shot foul coming his way. Foul was called on Andre Williams, who also made the bad pass on the other end. Of course, the team first of the quarter. And Luke hits his free throw. He'll get one more. 19-10 now, Goshen, and now 19-11 as Luke swishes them both. Once again, Westview applying the full court pressure. Getting the inbound pass there was Klein. Klein working against Camden Yoder, who's remained in the ball game. Tried to trap him with Austin Slaybaugh coming out. He got the pass off, but it's kicked out of bounds by Westview, and Goshen will re-inbound. Brock Elian had checked in at the beginning of the quarter. He'll come out again as Levi Zawatsky, their starting guard, comes back in. And he gets it into the other starting guard, Braxton Klein. Klein drives on Camden Yoder. He'll force it up, miss short off the glass, but Markham with a rebound underneath for Goshen. Now he's tied up, and it's going to be Goshen basketball.
I haven't kept track of offensive rebounds, but Goshen's had a lot of them.
They have been.
What they call there? They call a foul?
I think Westview, or we might have had it, but we had it on the out of bounds line when we grabbed it.
Okay.
He was pointing down anyway. I didn't see who that shot was made by, but
23. No, 32.
32 Williams. So that's his 5th point of the game. 21-11, back to a 10-point lead for Goshen.
Yeah, it's at least 4 offensive rebounds for Goshen so far.
Shot long on the 3 attempt by Grau. Brill in there got the offensive rebound, put back no good, but then Grau puts it up and in on the offensive rebound.
I think that's our first one.
I think you're right.
These are just off my mind, so that could be highly inaccurate.
But Brill got one, and then Grau put it back up. Williams drives, puts it up, misses, loose, gets his own rebound. We have a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Westview. And let's see, Wiley Minix and Wyatt Zepp come back in for Westview. Camden Yoder will take a seat along with Luke Helmuth. Foul was called on Camden Yoder, his first, team first of the quarter. Inbounding Zawatsky. Bounce passes it inside. Weddle can't handle it, and it's stolen away. Back comes Slaybaugh. He'll put it up. No good. Tipped up and in by Wyatt Zepp, and he's fouled. Good follow by Wyatt.
Yep, absolutely. He had a rough start to the game, but he's kept his head up, came in, and had a nice follow right there.
Good hustle. So Wyatt will go to the charity stripe. He's dipped a little bit in the last few ball games. He's up there in the 90% category from the free throw line. Now he's down into the 80s and misses that one as it spins out. 21-15, Westview down 6. After being down as much as, 10?
It's hard to believe we're only down 6 right now.
I know.
The way we've looked.
It gives you hope. Shot from 3 is good by Zawatsky.
Goshen 3 for 3 from 3 out there. So they're keeping up what they left off against New Prairie.
Yeah, they are. Once again, 14 threes against New Prairie on Tuesday night, right here at Goshen. Brill with it right side, gives to Slaybaugh. Left side it'll go now to Minix. Back out front, wide open Slaybaugh. He'll take the 3, hits off the back of the rim, no good, and it's yanked down by Worthman.
Yeah, I think we're settling for 3s again these last couple of trips.
Yeah.
And we just can't fall into that habit.
Goshen with a 9-point lead and the basketball with 5.5 minutes to go first half. Feed comes inside, shots up and good by Worthman. We did hold him scoreless after his 36-point performance in that game on Tuesday night. We held him scoreless in the first quarter here. Brill out front will come to Slaybaugh. Back to Brill left side. Out of Minix, bounce passes it to Zepp on the baseline. Can't find any room there. He gets it back out to Minix on the wing. Inside pass comes to Grau now. Back to Minix on the right side. They'll swing it over to Brill. Down on the baseline to Grau. Tries to get it out of trouble. Cross-court pass to Minix. He misses a three. Now back to Graw for a three, and he hits. So Kane Graw with the three, his second of the night. Big three for the Warriors. Timeout's going to be called by Goshen. 4:37 to go, first half. It's Goshen 26, Westview 18. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service, 260-768-7119.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
I know, Jamie, I'm looking for excuses, but the kids weren't in school today, and so they're not in their normal routine. I know there's a few Saturday games sprinkled in throughout the year. And like you said when we were talking about it before we came back, the regional's on Saturday, so you can't.
And the sectional championship.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, no, there's no excuses. It's just a mentality. You got to come out competitive and on fire, and we didn't.
No.
And it showed quickly.
We looked flat. Shot out the baseline.
Goshen's got to be shooting like 70% against us. We
goodness.
can't stop anything they're doing.
I don't think Sawatsky's missed the whole night. Got 2 threes and now 4 from regular field goals. Driving is Luke. He'll put up the jumper. Got it from about 10 feet out off the left
that's what we
side.
need to do against the zone. Just probe the middle there, and Luke's really good in that spot.
Klein brings it across the timeline. He'll work it right side to Weddle. Weddle gets it to Worthman, top of the circle. Picks up his dribble and then gives out front to Zawatsky. 3:45 to go first half. 28-20 Goshen with the lead.
Wyatt sagging off of Weddle out there quite a bit, trying to help a little more in the middle.
Weddle, let's see, he's shooting 8% from three-point land, so I guess we can't give him some room.
He's 100 tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, we can't control the rebound.
Ball goes
2 guys
out,
on it.
right?
And he just bounces off of us, goes out.
Goes out of bounds underneath the Goshen basket. It'll stay in the possession of Goshen.
And that counts as a team rebound for Goshen.
That's true.
So I think that's 6 now for them. 6 offensive rebounds.
They're dominating the offensive boards. Zawatsky gets the pass right back to him after getting it inbounds. They give it to Klein in the corner right side. Being hawked there by Grau. Klein takes it into the paint, then gives it off to Worthman. He tries a 3 and misses.
That's their first miss from 3. Well, Luke's going to fire a long one.
Yeah, that was a college 3. Long rebound comes to Wade Springer. Now to Grau. Grau takes it into the paint, deflected over to Luke for another try, and this time he misses from the corner, and it's pulled down on the rebound by Gage Worthman. And we have an offensive foul as Gage went to the basket and bowled over Grau, and so Westview gets the foul called that time on Worthman. That'll be his first.
Westview now 4 for 11 from 3.
So we're chucking them up.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, he was wide open, and he's made them before.
That's right. Westview swings it around the perimeter. Left side, it comes to Wiley Minix. Back out top to Grau. Now to Wade Springer. Down low to Zepp. He's double teamed on the baseline. They'll get it out to Grau. That one was a 3.
Yep.
They'll give him a 3. So the third 3 of the evening for Grau.
Yeah, he's become, he's kind of got his stroke back this year. So Westview within 5, closest we've been in a long, since it was 5-0.
That's true. 28-23 is our score. Minute 55 to go, first half. Driving is Sawatsky. He'll put up the shot, miss off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Caden Grau. Grau's been busy.
Yeah, he's made a lot of plays.
Luke drives toward the basket and has it knocked away by Worthman. And now we have a loose ball. And what do we have? A foul's going to be called.
Reach in on Luke there. He tried to get the ball back. Yeah, Luke drove right into 23, but 23 just kind of held his ground there, and they're not going to give you that call most of the time.
First foul on Luke, team's second of the quarter. Goshen with 3 team fouls in this second quarter. We're down to a minute and a half now to go until halftime. Sawatsky with the basketball. Good defense by Wade Springer. Has it knocked away, but right into the hands of Worthman. He'll get it right back to Sawatsky. Or rather, that's Klein.
Yeah, they're trying to spread out and take Wyatt one-on-one.
Klein dishes it off in the corner to Sawatsky left side. He'll get it back up on the wing to Weddle, and then they'll pull it back out front to Klein. Klein between the circles now. He actually backs into the center circle. He'll drive on Grau, bounce pass inside of the big guy, Worthman, and he puts it up and in. 30-23, Goshen by 7. 45 seconds to go first half. Luke Helmuth works it left side on the pass to Wiley Minix. Minix swings it back out front. Goes to Wade Springer, now to Luke Helmuth. Back to Wade. Wade drives it down the lane. He'll put up the shot, and this tipped up and in by Wiley Minix.
Didn't plan it that way, but we'll take it.
He was off balance, and he just kind of threw it up toward the basket. Wade did, but Wiley was right there for the offensive rebound and the putback.
So about 15 seconds to go. Westview down 5. Goshen holding for the last shot.
Klein with it out front. We're down to 5 seconds now. Klein picks up his dribble, gives to Sawatsky. He'll put up a 3, and he hits right with about 2 seconds to go.
Way downtown.
So Sawatsky, was that Sawatsky number 10 or 22?
Yeah, 10.
10. That's his third three-pointer of the game. And we've reached halftime. And our score, Goshen 33, Westview 25. We'll be back with halftime scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years. Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine-in, carry-out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
Welcome back to Goshen High School, where at halftime Westview trails Goshen 33-25. About a little under 8 minutes to go yet before the tip-off for the second half. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by the Pizza Depot, with locations in Millersburg and now open in Middlebury. Call 574-822-7372. Pizza Depot, featuring mac and cheese pizza as their February pizza of the month. So as the game started tonight, in case you weren't with us right at the beginning, Westview looked like they were eating pizza when the game started. As it
good way to put it.
It started out bad and it didn't get much better. Westview thoroughly outplayed early in the game with turnovers and bad shots, etc. But they did recover. They made some shots. They showed some grit, and they've crawled back to within 5 twice. But Goshen hit a 3 right there at the buzzer to put them up by 8 in the halftime. For Goshen tonight, kind of the top point man on the year, Levi Zavatsky, the number 10 out there, a 6'2 sophomore, has 17. He's averaging 13.9 on the year, so he's already exceeded that. Number 22, Braxton Klein has 2 points, 2 free throws. Merrill Weddle, averaging a whopping 2.2 points a game on the year, has 5 going into halftime, so he's doubled his season average. Gage Worthman, who had the big game against New Prairie, averaging 12.6. We've held him to 4. And Andre Williams, averaging 7.4. Number 32 out there has 5. For Westview, Caden Grau came off the bench and really has kept us in the game. He has 3 threes and a 2, a couple offensive rebounds, a couple of defensive rebounds. He has 11 to lead us in the first half. Luke Helmuth has 7. He's got some of everything, a 3, a 2, and 2 free throws. Wiley Minix had an early 3 and also a follow 2-pointer for 5. And Wyatt Zepp finishes out our scoring in the first half. He had a offensive rebound tip-in or putback for his only basket of 2 points. So some of the other stats that I have kept here. Westview in the first quarter had 7 turnovers to 1 for Goshen. And unless I missed one, which I could have, they did not have 1 in the second quarter, and Goshen had 2. So at halftime, Westview still leads the turnover battle 7-3. Or I don't know if that's trailing or leading.
Yeah, no
but we have more. It's like golf. You want less.
Right.
For threes tonight, Goshen's 4 for 6 from 3, including that one at the end. And Westview, I believe, is 5 for 12. 5 for 12 or 5 for 13. So not a terrible number.
No.
But, it's a good thing we hit them, or this would be a blowout.
Oh, my.
But, we've got to hit a couple more of them, but we've got to find ways to start shredding that zone for Goshen to come out of it, and then I think we have a big advantage. Offensive rebounding, first quarter Goshen was dominating there as well, but we've kind of crawled back in, and at halftime I have the offensive rebounds as Goshen with 6 and Westview with 5. So, as always, there's a margin of error with all of those stats. It might be a couple more either way.
I think, in that first quarter, it was hard to keep up with all our turnovers there. They were coming one after another.
Yeah, at one point I had my mouth hanging open. It's like, oh, wait, we just turned it over 3 times in a row.
Right. But at least we got that cleaned up in the second quarter. So
yeah, that was, I think that's where you really see the coaches, Coach Preble, his demeanor. I'm sure inside he's boiling.
Oh, probably, yeah. Usually,
but he's not ranting and raving over there on the sideline, and he stays calm. Called the timeout at 5-0. That didn't necessarily stem the tide, but you got to try something. And we fought back in, and you can't do anything about what happened in the first quarter. All you can do is keep fighting, and Goshen's not going to keep shooting whatever they were shooting for the game. It seemed like 70%. And Zavatsky, you just got to get on him. You got to make his shots tough. And, that's probably going to be more of our focus in the second half, maybe than Worthman. But, we've got to get a few more stops down there, and we just got to do a couple things better on the offensive end, and we can be right back in this. It's just a couple of baskets here and a couple baskets there. And so that's, I'm sure, what the coaches are talking about at halftime.
It looks like we might have keyed in on Worthman a little bit, maybe overly in that first half, and maybe let Sawatsky go, although I thought we were playing pretty good defense on him. He was hitting everything he put up, though.
Well, Zavatsky and Klein Sawatsky and Klein are they're beating our guards off the dribble, and they're getting to where they want to go. When you guard a guy, you don't want him getting in the middle. When you get in the middle, your help side defense is not in help position, and so they're too spread out, and that's the focus. Over the years, our defensive focus has always been force guys to the side.
Right.
Get them to the baseline. That's where you got help. Keep them on the wing, but don't let them in the middle. And we're letting them do whatever they want in the middle of the floor. Then they drive in there, and the guys are going back door off of it. They're curl cutting off of it, and that's got to be a focus is keep them out of the lane.
So, but that's one thing we want to try to do is penetrate that lane with some of our guards here in the second half, right?
Yeah.
If we can, penetrate that zone.
I think there's a space in there to do that. You know, Austin's pretty good at that 10-foot pull-up. Luke's good at that 10-foot pull-up.
Right.
I think Caden could be effective in there. And so, yeah, I think you're right. Maybe we set a screen on that the top defender on either side and try to drive around that, something like that to get a few shots inside there.
Well, who knows? Maybe Goshen will try to mix it up and come out in a man to try to throw us off balance, and that's probably the best thing that could happen for us.
I think we've seen enough of zone. We know what to do with it.
Right.
So, yeah, if they come out and try a man or a press or something, I think that would kind of free our natural playmaking abilities up a little bit, which is what really is being hampered.
Right.
You don't have guys that are just breaking the defense down. And you know, I thought the game against Wawasee was probably our best passing game of the year.
Definitely.
As far as just distributing it, flipping it all the way around the court. And we're just not able to do that tonight against the zone. And it's just a different type of offense that way.
Right.
So
we're at halftime. 33-25 is our score. Goshen leading Westview. Both teams back out on the hardwood, and we'll be starting up here the second half in about a minute. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we're back ready to start the second half of play. Goshen leading 33-25. Earlier tonight, the Westview JV was defeated by Goshen by a score of 59-58 on a free throw right with a couple of seconds left on the clock in that game. So the Westview JV falls tonight by 59-58. Westview with the ball to begin the second half, as they'll go to the east basket here at Goshen. Bounce pass inside comes to Wyatt Zepp. He tries to throw it off the body, and it worked.
Yeah, I can't believe that worked.
I know, got it off the shins of Williams. So Westview will retain possession, and they'll be inbounding underneath their own basket off to the left. Wade Springer lobs it outside to Austin Slabaugh. Inside pass to Luke Helmuth, and he turns around amongst the trees in there. Triple team. Now he gets it back. A good scoop shot by Luke, getting around, putting it up and in.
Yeah, Luke's craftiness is why he's really good in there.
So they had him posted up in the lane, and it worked out that time. 33-27 Goshen. Sawatsky with the basketball out front. Leads everybody in scoring at 17 points. Klein drives it into the lane, puts it on the hardwood, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled. It'll be a two-shot foul.
Yeah, he's a real strong player for a sophomore. He's got a little. He's not a real bulky guy, but he's got a little bit of a strength advantage on Austin, and he's just kind of plowing into him and jumping into him. And
he's only 5'11",
Austin's always done a good job of moving his feet and staying in front, but then when it just comes down to pushing people, you can only do what your body, what weight you got there.
Klein hits both free throws. That's where he's done all his scoring tonight. 4 points. 35-27, Westview trailing by 8. They have the basketball. Wade Springer out front now to come top of the circle to Slaybaugh. Now left side to Wiley Minix. In the corner, down the baseline goes Luke Helmuth, and he's reached in on and fouled by Williams. Third foul on Williams tonight. First foul of the third quarter on Goshen. Westview will inbound again to the left of their own basket underneath. Wade Springer looking to inbound. Quick pass inside to Luke Helmuth, has it batted away. Puts up the reverse layup, but won't go down, and the rebound's yanked down by Weddle. Weddle gets it to Klein, and Klein will bring it across the timeline. Working against Austin Slaybaugh, drives it, and then pulls it back out on the pass to Sawaski. Sawaski forces his way in and gives a pass off out front to Weddle. Weddle gives it right back to Klein.
Yeah, that's a pass he threw there that should never get through a defense.
I thought that surely was going to be intercepted. Shot from the corner is no good by Weddle. Yet one of those early in this ball game.
Yeah, evidently he shoots those regularly with the way he's firing them up.
Yeah. Pass inside goes off the hands of Wyatt Zepp as he was cutting into the lane, trying to set up for a reverse layup. So it's a turnover on Westview, and back comes Goshen with it, leading by 8, 35-27. Inside 6 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Kane Grau getting set to check in at the next stoppage of play. Another foul underneath on Austin Slaybaugh, and that will send Klein again to the free throw line.
Yeah, all he's doing is taking Austin one-on-one. And we've got to have some help jump in there and stop that if he's going to keep doing that.
Austin's second foul, team second foul on Westview. So, Klein at the free throw line, 4 for 4, and he misses that one. Grau comes in, Austin Slaybaugh out for the Warriors.
Well, we haven't seen this lineup too much where we have Caden and Wyatt in the game at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit bigger lineup. We'll see how that fares against Goshen and their height.
Klein hits his second free throw. Gives Goshen a 9-point lead out at 36-27. Wiley Minix high on the left wing, pulls it out front on the pass to Wade Springer. Right side to Luke, and he throws it away as Wade Springer cut the other way. Goes into the backcourt, and it's a over and back violation on the Warriors. Sawatsky will inbound. Gets it into Klein. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Klein controls out front. Goes right side to Weddle, now to Zawaski in the corner. He drives, double teamed there. Gives off to Klein, now high on the left wing. And we have a traveling violation on Sawatsky as he tried to make the move.
That's Goshen's first turnover this half. Westview has 2. Well, Goshen is they're letting us hang around. I mean, they're just begging for us to make a few shots and get in this thing and almost take over, but we just refuse to do it.
Lead under 10 at 36-27. Grau with a 3. This time it's off the mark, and right there for the rebound was Worthman. Worthman gives it to Sawaski. Goes left side on the pass to Klein. Klein tries to penetrate, can't do it. Now with the basketball is Sawaski. Being guarded there by Wade Springer. Gets it out front. Shot by Klein from 3 is off the back of the rim, no good. And Wade Springer grabs a rebound for Westview. Quickly to Luke Helmuth, left side, right back to Wade. Wade drives the lane and then tries to get it to Grau in the corner, but Worthman stuck his arm out and intercepted that pass.
Yeah, Wade's got to be an offensive threat out there. He hasn't taken a shot tonight, I don't believe. He's got to drive the lane. He's got to come to a jump stop either shoot a short one or pass it off under control.
Timeout on the court, 36-27 Goshen with 4:12 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Okay, we're back at Goshen High School.
The score this quarter is a whopping 3-2 Goshen. So, you know, Goshen's given us a chance, but we just cannot crack this zone. We now have more turnovers than points this quarter.
Man, and that's not a good stat.
No. You know, it's not like we're playing 4 freshmen and a sophomore. We've got 4 seniors that regularly play, and they're not making enough plays to turn the tide here. So we got about 12 minutes yet to figure that out.
We're almost halfway through this quarter.
We don't actually have 12 minutes to figure it out, but we got to get all the way back. We got 12 minutes.
Sawatsky will inbound just to the right of his own bench. Ball tipped and stolen.
There we go.
Grau comes up with it. He drives, left wide open. The guy went flying to the floor on a acting job by Goshen. Can't hit the shot, and the rebound's pulled down by Goshen.
Yeah, that was just kind of an awkward play. Goshen did a good job of recovering off of that steal, but
Klein likes to drive, but his shot's off the mark, but getting in there and getting the offensive board was Andre Williams. Gets it back into the hands of Sawatsky. He goes right side to Williams, and now we have an offensive foul. Good defense by Wade Springer. He might have embellished it a little bit, but still there was definitely contact there, and Williams did lower his shoulder. Coach Wolford didn't like the call.
Well, look for Goshen to get the next call.
Yeah.
The referee was just laughing, so
we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
Wade Springer brings it up for Westview. He goes right side. Camden Yoder has come into the ball game. Luke Helmuth tries to get it into Zepp, but it was right down by his feet, and it's out of bounds. Goshen will inbound. Worthman will bring it in. He gets it in to Klein, and Klein will walk it up court. 3:15 to go, third quarter. Long three in the air, short by Sawatsky, and it's tipped into the hands of Luke Helmuth. Luke brings it up, goes right side of Grau. Quick down the baseline move. His floater's no good. Tipped out, and it's chased down by Luke Helmuth.
Nice job by Wade keeping that alive there.
Springer gets it inside to Grau. Back to Wade. Now out front it'll come to Luke. Left side to Camden. Works it inside to Zepp, who's double teamed. Throws it off the shins of Worthman that time. And Westview will get it underneath their own basket.
Throwing it baseline to Wyatt tonight has just not been something that's been really open.
No,
I'd like to see maybe Wyatt pop high. He's a good outside shooter. Maybe that would give him a little more airspace, so to speak.
Luke, good baseball pass out front to Wade Springer. Left side will come to Luke. He'll give off to Wade, top of the circle. Left side of Grau, back out front to Wade. In the corner, Camden. Bounce passes down low to Zepp. And once again, he tried to knock it off the body of.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Goshen there, fortunately.
Weddle picks up the foul. Westview will inbound. It'll be Grau to the right of the Westview basket underneath, bringing it into Luke Helmuth. Wide open Grau for the three, and he hits.
Yeah, nice out of bounds play that time.
That's a 4-3 of the night for Caden. I think that's a high for him from three-point land
I
this
think you
year.
might be right.
He has 14 points all told. Drive by Sawatsky's no good, but he's fouled, and he'll have a couple of free throws coming his way.
I think they got Caden slapping on the way by. But again, attacking us right in the middle of the floor and just beating our defender.
Right.
Whenever Goshen gets in a pinch for offense, that's what they go to.
Sawatsky hits his free throw. He's an 84% free throw shooter. Zepp comes out. Wiley Minnick's back in for Westview. As Sawatsky hits both free throws. Camden Yoder gets it to Wade Springer. Springer goes to Minnick's, high on the wing left side. Back to Wade out front, deep in the corner right side to Camden Yoder. He'll bounce pass it on the baseline, and it's stolen away down there as Markham is back into the ball game. Carter Markham, the 6'1 sophomore, stole it. Minute 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Goshen holds out front. Sawatsky being guarded by Wade Springer. Sawatsky drives. He'll force it up inside. Can't get the roll. Battle for the rebound. Still loose on the floor. Springer after it. And Markham jumps in, and now we have a held ball. It's going to be Goshen ball on the alternating possession. Sawatsky will be the trigger man for Goshen. Inbound pass comes to Worthman. He'll get it out front to Klein. Klein drives it all the way to the basket, forces it up, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds. Looked like.
Wow, I don't know how that's
Klein,
off of them.
Yeah, it looked like Klein hit it with his fingers as he was following his shot. But it's going to stay in the hands of Goshen. Pass comes in. Shots up by Worthman, no good, and the rebound's yanked down by Grau. Caden back in a hurry, goes left side to Wade Springer. And Wade tried to unload the pass to the right side, but nobody was home. It goes into the Westview bench, and we have timeout on the court. 1:06 to go in the third quarter. 8-point lead for Goshen, 38-30. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673. Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Good defensively. And we're back at Goshen. Goshen with an 8-point lead at 38-30. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Sawatsky brings it up court. Finally crosses the timeline, double teamed there, but gets it out. His pass off to Worthman. Back to Sawatsky, now right side to Markham. Inside pass comes to Weddle. Ball intercepted, and back comes Westview with it. Wiley Minnick goes up for the shot, has it blocked away, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Goshen, it'll be Westview basketball. Now we're going to have a discussion with the two officials, and they're going to reverse it. So it's going to be Goshen ball. That same thing could have happened at this end, but 39.2 seconds to go, third quarter. Westview trails it by 8. Markham comes out for Goshen. Coming in will be Brock Elian, 6'1 junior. Goshen inbounding. Levi Sawatsky brings it up, gives it to Klein as we'll try to trap half court. Get it across to Sawatsky. Good try by Luke Helmuth. Almost had the interception as they tried to get that cross-court pass intended for Worthman. Tipped out of bounds by Luke, and once again, Goshen will bring it in from the backcourt. He already bounced the ball. I think he's lost his dribble, but I guess not.
Yeah, some games will call that, something they won't. It's
and stolen by Wade Springer up the ground. Good job defensively by Westview that time. Quick basket.
Yeah, nice patience that time by Caden to
16 points now for Caden tonight. 38-32. Pass inside. Looked like a travel, but Weddler was able to put it in.
Yeah, I don't know how we had 3 guys on the ball and left the basket completely unoccupied, but when you press like that, sometimes that happens.
He was wide open. 40-32, Goshen after 3 quarters of play. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this.
Shipshe Automotive Service provides 5-star auto repair services in the Shipshewana area. See Shipshe Automotive's professional auto repair technicians for advanced diagnostics for your vehicle. From suspension and alignment to AC repair, brakes, and general maintenance, with Shipshe Automotive Service, you gain a partner you can trust with all your auto repair needs. Shipshe Automotive Service also provides 24-hour towing service. That's Shipshe Automotive Service, 260-768-7119.
Host your next conference or retreat in the heart of Amish country at the Farmstead Inn and Conference Center in Shipshewana. Our beautiful Amish-inspired inn is within walking distance to downtown shopping, theater, and delicious food. The perfect setting for any event. Located across from the famous Shipshewana auction, where every Wednesday at 9 a.m. you can find deals on furniture, antiques, primitives, art, glassware, tools, architectural salvage, and so much more. Plan the perfect getaway. Visit ShipshewanaTradingPlace.com.
Back and ready to start the 4th quarter. Westview will get it down 8, 40-32. Wade Springer will bring it in. A little discussion with coaches over on the Westview bench there with one of the officials. Not sure what that was all about. Luke Helmuth, left wing. He'll get it out front to Austin Slabaugh. Now to Wade Springer. Down on the baseline to Grau. He's covered up there. They'll give it out front to Slabaugh. Now to Luke Helmuth.
Well, one thing that's hurt us is just Goshen's length in that zone. We get it in the middle. It's hard to pass it out of there cleanly.
Right.
That's probably half of our turnovers tonight.
Quick 3 attempt by Wiley Minix off the right side is missed, and the rebound's eventually grabbed by Braxton Klein. Klein will get it to Sawatsky. Sawatsky having a good offensive game tonight. Markham gets a pass inside. Good rejection by Austin Slabaugh. Got way up in the air and knocked it away on the attempted shot. Springer now with it. High on the wing left side. Gives it to Luke Helmuth. Now in the corner to Wiley Minix. On the baseline, Luke Helmuth. Back to Wiley. Bounce passes it left side to Wade Springer.
Well, it's not panic time yet, but some of our shooters got to be ready to shoot because we're lacking on offense this half.
Grau's been the only consistent one from the field tonight. Good pass, good ball movement that time as Wiley Minix got the easy layup underneath. 40-34, Westview's cut the lead now to 6. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. In the corner, shots in the air by Worthman, and he misses. Back comes Westview off the rebound. Wiley Minix left side. Looks inside on the bounce pass to Luke Helmuth. Good feed to Austin Slabaugh, and he puts it in. So Westview on a bit of a run here.
Yeah, that's our closest we've been since 5-0.
And now Coach Wolford wants to talk things over for Goshen. 40-36, 6:05 to go in this ball game. Austin Slabaugh gets his first 2 points of the ball game here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. We're back at Goshen, ready to resume action now. Westview has battled back within 4 now with 6:05 to go.
Yeah, they've taken advantage of that zone, and we've got layups off of that zone the
Right.
last couple possessions, which is we really haven't got tonight. And this pressure we've put on Goshen has really kind of flustered them a little bit.
Klein tries to penetrate, does, forces it up, misses a shot. Good defense by Austin Slaybaugh as he snares a rebound as well. He'll take it all the way down and give off to Minix. He'll get it in the corner to Luke Helmuth right side, and he'll bounce pass it out front to Wade Springer.
Yeah, Austin had a layup there. If he had just taken one more dribble, I would have liked to see him get.
Luke will take a 3, and he hits. Westview within 1 now. Luke, his second 3 of the night. 40-39, Westview has it within 1 now.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think the biggest lead they had was 10, and it's been about that all night till just recently here, late in the third and early fourth quarter. Westview is kind of whittled away. Good feed.
Nice back cut that time by Goshen to get us overplaying a little bit.
Worthman gets his 6th point of the game. Oh, bad unforced error
Just
that time.
unbelievable. We just can't, I don't get it.
Austin Slaybaugh tried to get the pass to Wade Springer, but hit off his right hand and out of bounds. It was well behind him. Another turnover on Westview, and they keep piling up here tonight.
Yeah, it's just basic basketball.
Right.
And these aren't even, most of these aren't even forced.
Right.
They're just
one
careless passing.
Was a good example of that right there. Pass inside once again. Worthman puts it up, scores. The basket will count, and we have a foul on Springer. Seems like Goshen is kind of focusing on getting it to Worthman in the middle.
Yeah, he's
now.
made some nice cuts the last couple of possessions, and they're taking advantage of. Our defensive intensity is as good as it's been all game.
Right.
But we're kind of overplaying them a little bit, and they got good enough ball handlers they can take advantage of that.
Worthman at the stripe for the first time tonight, and he hits his free throw to complete the three-point play. 45-39 all of a sudden.
Yep.
Goshen's back up 6.
Don't turn it over and play good defense. You get to with the 1. You turn it over, it goes the other way.
Minix up top.
I think Wiley would have a shot right there if he'd be ready to shoot that.
Grau right side. Now in the corner to Wade Springer. Wade gets it to Grau. They'll swing it over to Wiley. Wiley fakes one way, goes the other. No opening. Inside to Grau. Grau gets it to Wyatt Zepp for 3, and he hits. First
Well,
3
that's
of
a
the
welcome
night.
sight.
Yes, it is. First 3 of the night for Wyatt, his 5th point of the game.
That's a big shot right there to keep us in the game.
3-point lead now for Goshen. They have the basketball inside. 4 minutes to go. Worthman drives it down the baseline, puts it up off the glass and good. So Worthman starting to be a force now and here in the fourth quarter. Luke a long 3. It's short.
Yeah, we can get a better shot than that.
Worthman grabbed the rebound. He gets it to Sawatsky. And he'll walk it up. 3.5 minutes to go, ball game. Sawatsky falls down as Wade Springer fell down as well, trying to get the foul. Shots missed, and Luke Helmuth grabs the rebound. He'll go to Wiley Minix in the corner. He'll pull it out. Right side, Zepp again with a 3, and he hits again. 2 threes in a row, and it's the 2-point ball game.
Well, when you're a shooter and you hit that first one.
Yep, he's feeling it. Klein now brings it up for Goshen. Looking at that scoreboard, seeing themselves just up 2 now. And it looks like they're going into that game where trying not to lose the game, kind of like our JV did. So hopefully Westview will take advantage. Shot from the corner by Markham's way off the mark. And now we have a foul as Weddle went up over the back of, it looked like Springer on that one.
No, it went over Zepp's back.
Okay.
Yeah, good block out that time. Goshen looks like they ran that play just for 21 to get that 3-point shot. Now we're going to have a 30-second timeout, I think, for Westview.
We'll be back And, well, we'll keep it right here. 47-45, 2:41 to go in the ball game. Westview has made a little bit of a run here and has gotten it down within 1, but then Goshen went right back up by 6, and now we've got it back down to 2 again at 47-45 with 2:41 left.
Well, in the strength of three-pointers, this half now we're 4 for 7 from 3, so for the game we are 9 for 19 from 3, which is our best three-point performance we've had in quite a while.
Yeah, that's good.
Goshen
right
is,
around that 50% mark.
Right. Goshen is 0 for 4 this half from 3, so they're only 4 for 10 for the night, which
40%.
Still pretty good, but this half they haven't been able to break through.
Yeah, well, you'd be happy with 40% shooting.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep, certainly would. But to their credit, they've driven to the basket.
Yes, they have.
3 of the last 4 possessions.
Westview late in getting out of the huddle, and the referee actually put the ball down on the baseline, started counting. But we got it across the timeline now. Wade Springer works it left side, gets it right back from Luke Helmuth. Bounce pass inside to Minix now. They'll swing it out to Luke on the left side, back to Wade. Luke.
Yeah, we don't need a 3 here. Let's just get a good shot wherever that might be.
Wade, backdoor pass to Grau, and he puts it in, and we're tied.
Alley-oop pass to Grau that time. I think that was a set play against the zone.
Beautiful. And we're all tied at 47. 2:04 to go in the basketball game. Driving, shots up, no good by Worthman, but he's fouled.
Oh, my goodness.
Or Weddle.
That was Weddle, and he was juggling the ball all the way to the basket, and we were just standing there.
Weddle at the charity stripe for the first time this evening. He has 9 points, or rather 7 points. Misses his first free throw. He'll get one more. And he hits that one. So Goshen up 1 now. Minute 57 to go in the ball game. 48-47 Red Hawks.
Wyatt lurking over there on the left side. Now he's cutting through the lane. I think Goshen's probably going to play a little more attention to him.
Luke Helmuth gets to Minix on the left wing. Inside pass comes to Zepp, and Zepp is fouled. Fourth quarter, minute 39 to go.
That was a ultimate touch foul right there. I think that was a makeup call for the other end.
Right.
I didn't see much.
Quick inside pass, and shots up and no good. Tipped out by Zepp, and Luke chases it down out front. Westview down 1, 48-47 with a minute 28 to go in the ball game. Zepp left side in the corner. Bounce pass down low to Wade. They'll get it back out front to Minix.
That last whistle before that, Caden ended up shooting the shot and making it from 3, so he's still on fire.
Good penetration by Luke, but he can't get the shot to fall from inside the lane, and the rebound's hauled down by Worthman.
Yeah, I like that shot. That's a good shot for Luke. Just didn't make it.
Klein, and we have a timeout called by Wolford before they got it across the timeline. 54.6 seconds to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Pizza Depot on South Jefferson Street in Millersburg features delicious pizza and breadsticks, along with fresh salads. Dine in, carry out, and delivery are all available at Pizza Depot. Pizza Depot, 104 South Jefferson Street in Millersburg. 574-642-4229.
And we're back. An exciting finish here at Goshen High School. 48-47, Goshen by 1.
Westview has outscored Goshen this quarter, 15-8.
That third quarter, 7-7. Both teams scoring.
Yeah, we had as many points as turnovers that quarter.
Not good. So
but to their credit, they've stayed in it, and now we need a takeaway.
Good defense, kicked out of bounds. Goshen will have to re-inbound it right in front of the scorer's bench now. Sawatsky will trade places with Worthman now, get a little bit more height in there. And he gets it into Klein. Klein to Sawatsky. He's going to be double teamed.
Seemed like that was over and back.
It did look
He
that
jumped
way.
from the front court to the back court to catch that.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. You're right. And a foul by Caden Grau on Klein.
Yeah, we only got 2 fouls. So if we're going to get to where they're shooting, we need to be aggressive here. Maybe don't make it so obvious next time. Just go for the ball, and if we get a foul, we get a foul.
Wrapped around him that time. Caden's second personal foul, team's third.
Well, the matchup of
well,
again, why are we make a basketball play? Don't just shove them.
Third foul on Wade Springer.
It's an advantage for Goshen to have, what's 22? Who is that for Goshen?
Klein guard, yeah.
With Caden guarding him. He's got a quickness advantage there, so Caden's struggling a little bit to keep up.
Another foul on Springer on that inbound pass, so that'll be 4 on Wade. 15 foul now on Westview, and that will send Klein to the free throw line, shooting 2. Goshen up 1 with 34.8 seconds to go in the ball game. Klein at the stripe, his first shot. Well, I thought it was going to rim out, but it went in. So he's 6 out of 7 now from the free throw line tonight, and that's where all his scoring has come from. He'll get one more. 5'11" sophomore, averaging 5.2 points per game. He's the team's assist leader. Misses that one, so we have a 2-point ball game. 49-47. Westview comes up with it. Half a minute to go. Wade Springer to Luke Helmuth. Gets it to Wade, right side. Back out front to Luke with 20 seconds to go. Bounce pass to Springer. And a foul is called on Goshen. They've got 3 to give.
Yeah, I'm not sure. 16.8 seconds to go. Westview down 2, inbounding the ball. We don't have a whole lot of time to mess around here.
Springer with it way out front on the wing. He'll give it to Luke. Now the shot from the baseline's no good by Wiley. Minix tipped up, no good. Tipped up again, no good. Now Zepp has it, and he's fouled. Well, if you want somebody at the free throw line, I think, well, maybe not recently, but
yeah, for the year he's been very consistent there.
He has. So Wyatt Zepp will go to the charity stripe with 2.9 seconds to go in the ball game, and Westview down 2.
And that is going to be 5 fouls on 32.
So Williams fouls out of the ball game. Andre Williams, 6'4" senior. And Wyatt Zepp will tow it up at the free throw line for a pair of huge free throws here to try to tie this ball game up. Oh, he misses the first. He'll get one more. Westview's going to have to go for that offensive rebound if he misses. And what are you going to do, miss here? Timeout called by Coach Pribble.
Well, I think you have to, because you don't have time to make the free throw, inbound it, foul them, go to the other end. You just don't have time.
It's got to hit the rim, right?
Yes.
So you can't just carom it off the glass. So we'll see what happens here, what the strategy will be for Coach Pribble. He called a full timeout to talk it over. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
And we're back. 49-47 is our score. Wyatt Zepp will have one more free throw coming his way with 2.9 seconds on the scoreboard. So
and here's where he's going to try to miss, I would imagine. We would still have time to catch it, throw it to a shooter, and they could have maybe even time for a quick dribble and a shot. Basically 3 seconds to go.
Wyatt's shot hits the back of the glass, but it never hit the cylinder.
And that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Wyatt's a really good shooter. I would think he would try to just kind of arch it way up there and bang it on something, but.
I think he was trying to hit the bottom of the rim, but.
Right. He went over it by about 6 inches.
Right. Inbounding, and Goshen gets it in to Weddle. And we'll come to the other end as he's fouled immediately, and there's still 1.8 seconds to go. And it'll take a miracle here.
Yes, it will.
That's unfortunate.
Even if he misses.
Turnovers. You go back, and that's been kind of a nightmare for the Warriors tonight. A miss there by Weddle. He'll get one more.
It would almost be better for us if he'd make this, because then we would have time to organize, throw it long. For Goshen, what do you do? They don't have a foul to give.
He hits that one. Make it a 3-point ball game. Of course, it's still a one-possession game. 1.8 seconds to go. We're going to have to get it to Zepp and try a three.
Well, if you in this scenario, you have time. We've seen it before where you could throw it to half court, catch it, throw it to a wing quick, and hit a shot, or take a shot.
Right.
But Goshen's probably do you foul? Here's where you probably foul.
Yeah,
and
that's
don't let
true.
us get a 3-point shot off. My guess is what they're going to try to do.
Away, yeah.
But, all these situations are good to practice. These late game scenarios. We haven't had a lot of this year. We've had a lot of close games, but maybe not this where it's, 1-point game, you got the ball, et cetera, et cetera.
Never know when you're going to run into it in the tournament.
Right. Like the last game against Westview, we had 1 second to go at the end of the third quarter. We threw it long, hit the shot.
Yeah, it can happen. So Luke Helmuth, who's got that good arm, is going to try his best baseball pass or quarterback pass down court. He's got Grau down there, Zepp at the center circle, Wade Springer off to his right, and Wiley Minix off to his left. Luke, long pass, and it's going to be over the head of Grau, and that's going to do it.
Forgot to start the clock.
Yeah, they did. Now it buzzes. So Goshen wins it tonight, 50-47 over Westview. A disappointing loss for the Warriors here on the Goshen. Look at stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Home improvement supplies for your home, RV, or manufactured home don't have to cost an arm and a leg. Here's a secret the big box stores don't want you to know. Emma Warehouse has the products you need at below retail prices, including windows, doors, trim, furnaces, flooring, hardware, paint, and more. Emma Warehouse is located 6 miles west of LaGrange in downtown Emma. Call 260-593-2769 for more information.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
Back at Goshen High School, where Westview has lost to Goshen tonight, 50-47. Westview started out very poorly tonight in both the first and the third quarter, and it just cost them in the end. Great comeback in the fourth quarter, as Westview always does. They don't give in, they don't give up, but it just wasn't quite enough tonight. For Westview scoring, Austin Slaybaugh had 2. Caden Grau tied his season high tonight with 18. Luke Helmuth had 12, 7 of those in the first half. Wiley Minix had 7, and Wyatt Zepp had 8, with 6 of those in the fourth quarter. 2 big threes to help bring us back. For Goshen, Levi Sawatsky had 17 in the first half, 2 in the second for 19. Braxton Klein had 6. Mara Waddell had 9. Gage Worthman had 11, and most of those in the fourth quarter. And Andre Williams had 5 to round out the scoring. Westview did outscore Goshen. Let's see, first quarter was 19-9 Goshen. Westview outscored them 16-14 in the second. The third was tied 7-7. And then the fourth quarter, we did actually outscore them by 5, but it just wasn't enough. So we actually either outscored or tied them in 3 of the quarters. But we were down 10-0 before we knew what hit us.
Right.
And frequently you'll see a game where the team jumps out to a big lead like that, and you're fighting the whole game to get back. And that we actually outplayed them for about 2.5 quarters, but the first quarter was so bad that it didn't count, or it didn't matter. A couple other stats. Westview in the turnover battle had 15. Goshen had 7. Threes, Westview was 9 for 19. Good shooting night out there. Goshen 4 for 10. Offensive rebounds, I had us for 11 and Goshen for 8. So I don't have the overall shooting stats, but those are some key ones. I thought we battled on the offensive rebounds pretty well there in the second half. And between that and some of our pressure we put on them, I thought it helped us to come back and turn the tide. But just a frustrating game in that this is a winnable game.
Yeah, it is. If we could have played 2 solid halves, but that first half was a killer. And, yeah, we kind of turned things around as far as our offensive rebounding in that second half, and we stepped up our defense as well. Actually, and maybe you mentioned this, we outscored them in that last quarter 15-10, but it wasn't enough to make up that 10-point deficit.
I mean, we held them to 17 points in the second half.
Right.
Our defensive effort was much better, but I won't get an answer to this on air, but why don't we come out with that intensity in the first half?
No.
You know, and I think the coaching staff could ask the same question. It's like, where are you at, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, come out with that fire to begin with.
Right.
And so you don't, you lose. That's the short of it.
And that's what happened tonight. Westview loses it 50-47 over Goshen. Goshen now 8-12 overall. Westview drops to 15-5. And the next game will be coming up next Tuesday night. And that will be at Fremont. And that will be a live video of that game. So no more of the delayed video for the rest of the season now. Because we have the Fremont game, which is going to be live video, and the Concord game next Friday night will also be live video from Westview.
And that'll also be senior night against Concord there with our 5 seniors.
Exactly.
So that'll be a big game.
Yeah, it will.
We need to get out there and let's pack that gym out, and so we know what it's like to play in front of a full house before sectional.
That's right. Should be a good ball game. Concord's got a good team this year, but I think we'll be ready to play them at home next Friday night. Fremont, big NECC battle will be Tuesday night on the road. We've got to come out ready to win that ball game as well.
Absolutely, yeah. That'll be a good bounce-back game for us. So, you know, we saw some good things tonight. I thought I give Wyatt credit. He had a tough game first half, came out really battled in that fourth quarter, hit 2 big key shots to get us back in the game, and we showed some scrap, but again, got to play 2 halves.
That's right. Glad you could join us tonight. Once again, the final score, Goshen 50, Westview 47. Tonight's game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor tonight was J&R Solutions, providing unlimited internet no matter where you live. Our halftime sponsor was Pizza Depot, in Millersburg, and, of course, their new location opened in Middlebury. This evening's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana auction every Wednesday beginning at 9 a.m. Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. Yoder Crossroads, located south of Shipshewana in the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. By Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Stutzman Power Equipment on US 20 between Shipshewana and Middlebury. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Shipshe Automotive Service just south of US 20 on State Road 5. LaGwana, your local creative services provider. Also by Animal Care Clinic of Topeka. By Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. And, of course, Southwind Flooring, 7300 North, 1000 West in Shipshewana. Tonight's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the IHS AA Champions Network. Good night, everyone.